Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another game of Super Rugby Pacific. The Blues taking on Moana Pasifika. Now, this is about fourth on the table, taking on last, who are yet to get themselves a win in Moana Pasifika. Do you think this is the game that they win? No, I've got my mum with me, ladies and gentlemen. She is here with me, also watching the King's coronation on a little other screen.
If I'm zoned out, I'm watching that.
Keeping us updated on what's happening, what time the crown's gone on the top of his head, eh? Now, Moana Pasifika away from home. This game at Eden Park. Let's go, says Inky. There as well. But it should still be a very awesome competition to watch between these two sides. We've got URC games later on in the night that we will be covering on the channel. We've got Bowden Barrett at 15 for this game with Harry Plummer starting at 10. So a little bit of a change in that Blues backline. But the front row offer Moana Pasifika, Auckland, and Marcel Renata all very handy. And I think Auckland, I think he's going to end up with a few tries today.
What happened to the other
Other dude?
15.
Zahn Sullivan, are you thinking?
No.
No? Peter Feta?
No.
No? Who else?
No, it was Perifeta. Yeah.
Peter Feta?
Yeah, what happened to him?
I think he's coming off the bench.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know where to put him at the moment. The game has started, ladies and gentlemen. Almost kicked straight out from Moana Pasifika, but it was not on the full, so it will be the line out for the Blues now. Auckland to throw this one in. Nicely taken by Tucker. Now Taufafunaki. Big opportunity for him starting this match. Ahead of Finley Christie. Akiriwani hits it up. Taken by Alamana Matanga. Now Taufafunaki back into the pocket to Harry Plummer. Puts it high. Nicely taken by William Havili. Moana Pasifika. They are a side that, fun fact, have beaten the most defenders in the Super Rugby Pacific competition, but have not won a game. How does that work?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's impressive in some regards. And morning, says Eben. Welcome in, mate. Yeah, URC later on tonight. Going to be very entertaining. See how those games end up going. 49-14 for the Blues. Perhaps be the first try scorer. Okay, so you're going Dalton Pavali first. I've got a prediction. I'm going to say AJ Lamb, first try scorer.
Oh, sorry, I played golf today. I'm tired.
And what happened at golf, Mum?
Net 70.
Nice.
Got ladies grade. 1 birdie voucher for a birdie on number 16. And I won a raffle.
Woo! Good day at the office.
That was.
Still wants to beat the Bulls by 20, says Evan there. But yeah, I'm going first try scorer AJ Lamb, even though I think now looking at it, I don't know if he's in the starting lineup. He should be. He's on the right wing, according to the papers. I haven't seen him yet. I think they've actually got him quite deep. But Clark trying to swat that one back. Going to be sitting up nicely for Christian Leliafano. See the Blues, the pressure. They've got a big physical forward pack. I think will help them quite drastically in this contest. Eritara Emery goes back across now. That's Chris Apua getting bent in an awkward way. Eritara Emery now looking to put the box kick up in the air. Oh, everyone's offside, so he is able to get the free rein at it. Puts it up towards the halfway line. Nicely glided onto that one by Harry Plummer. Now the Blues in possession, 45 metres out from Moana Pasifika's line. Nice quick hands out to Dalton Pavali. Got cleaned up there by Chris Apua. Now Funaki again going back across. Should mention no Hoskins Tutu, the starting lineup for the Blues. Instead it is Cameron Suafua that they have gone with. And number 8 now, Akiriwani. 6 for this contest. His brother in the midfield, not existing for this contest. He's actually not playing, Rico. Well, I think he might be coming off the bench if I'm not wrong. Little bit, but that's a great run. Here comes Will Tucker, the big number 4 driving at the line. They haven't gone out to AJ Lamb's wing yet, but I think once they do, if they get a better pass than that, it could be dangerous. Does actually join that breakdown now, AJ Lamb. I'm keeping an eye on him. He's my first try scorer. That's my prediction. Taufafunaki now. Nice inside ball that time. It is AJ Lamb who does end up with possession. Only a few meters out from the 40-meter line now, the Blues. Cameron Suafua driven backwards. One thing that's for sure with Moana Pasifika, you're going to have a physical game, aren't you? Big shot on Harry Plummer there. Decided to hang on to it. Dalton Papali'i enjoys the physicality, though. Moves up to the 22 for the Blues. Taufafunaki short ball now. Was it dropped? Yes, it was. Knock on there from the Blues after 13 phases. Well defended by Moana Pasifika.
Good to see Papa Edie back, though.
Is he your starting All Black 7?
Yep.
Ahead of Sam Cane?
Yep.
Is Sam Cane your guy coming off the bench?
No,
Who's your bench goer?
don't know.
Okay, so anyone but Sam. What
Yeah.
you saying?
Oh, he's had too many knocks, hasn't he?
Yes. He's had a lot, to be fair. Like, it's surprising he's still able to play to the level he does.
And he's a good player and all the rest of it, but just for player safety, I think he needs to retire.
That's a bit like Peter O'Mahony. Every game he lands on his head, but he just gets up and just keeps going. You know? I have to run to work in 20 minutes. Have fun. Catch up with the rugby later. Go the Blues. There's Ruth. And thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel, Ruth. Now got those special emojis that you will be able to use. Flow Sports stream isn't working. I've heard so many bad things about Flow Sports in terms of streams just cutting out randomly, not working. We have an affiliate code or like an affiliate link with them somewhere, but I've never put it on because until they fix it, I don't want to promote it if it's not working type thing. Alpha Funaki now, little grubber in behind. It's going to sit up. Christian Liliafano using the post. Watch out for RTS there. That was a bit high from Roger Tuivasa-Sheck going back into that NRL mindset. 25 meters out. The Blues are going to have themselves another line out here. Christian Liliafano. He kind of, you see, that's quite high, isn't it? It's not quite to the height of penalty, but in lower level grades, that would actually be now a penalty. You're not allowed to tackle above the nipple, I believe it is now, in the younger grades. Alpha Funaki. Nice inside ball to Will Tucker, who's already had quite a hectic game. A lot of running meters for a lock. Funaki again goes across to a Kiriwani. Funaki going off to the right-hand side. Kurt Auckland. Have you tried Universe Mode in 2023 or WWE 2K23? I'm just trying to find out if it says 3 Royal Rumble wins for The Rock, 2 wins after Money in the Bank cash-ins for Hulk Hogan in your Universe Mode. I have not tried Universe Mode in 2K23. We've done some MyGM, but not Universe Mode at this point. And lost me game today, 27-20 or 24-27. Nailed a kick from the sideline. It's not Bowden. Have they switched him out? It's supposed to be Bowden Barrett, unless Bowden maybe grew a beard in a week. It's looking to me more like Corey Evans, I think. Maybe.
It's definitely not Bowden. He's got a sort of
a half beard, does he?
Yeah.
Where is he? That's not him. That's Kurt Auckland. It's Harry Plummer too. So, yeah, I think... Oh, no, it's Jacob Ratamaitavuki Nepkins. So that's about as easy to say as Bowden Barrett. It's just switch a couple letters and add about 15 syllables. Bowden is injured, says Novman.
Yeah.
That's not good. But I did score a try and got a knee to the back. The process of putting the ball down. Nice little cheap shot then. Oh, what's happened here? Harry Plummer actually ended up kicking that one dead. So it's a 22 dropout. Easy way out. New Zealand. Prime Minister of New Zealand, says Frank. Interesting. This is rugby stream. Blues versus Moana Pasifika. Interesting time to bring anything like that up. Now it's going to be kicked downfield from Moana Pasifika. Jacob Ratamaitavuki Nepkins. That was actually a forward pass.
It was.
But luckily for them, no one saw it. Everyone assumed that it wouldn't be forward because they were just going across. But Taufa Funaki now going back to Harry Plummer. Take a long time for the Fijian Drua and Hurricanes game to see a try scored. And it's going to be taken and kicked high. Dalton tries to slap it back. Still in position for the Blues. Now RTS goes back across to Harry Plummer. Ratamaitavuki Nepkins. Thought about the inside ball. It will be a knock on, and now the advantage in favour. That was just forward as well, so we will go back for the scrum. I believe Moana Pasifika scrum feed. I'm not wrong here. 8 minutes in. Yet to see a try scored. Yet to see points scored. And we're playing the team that we lost to next week, as this game was a supplementary game, says Heath. Also, you have to learn from your mistakes. Make sure you do better next week. Cameron Suafoa getting a big opportunity to start this game at number 8 rather than coming off the bench. Or actually, he can play lock as well. I think James Tucker's starting this game. alongside Sam Derry. That kind of shows the progression that the Blues have had in their lineouts and their locks. Normally, you want to go with the more experienced, maybe Patrick Tuipulotu in there somewhere. He might be injured as well, though. You never know. But yeah, 2 young locks that are still getting the job done for them. It's good to see now. Nice wide ball in the rear for Mai. Dragged down by Caleb Clark. Going to go for a bit of a counter ruck there, the Blues, and it might just, not quite work out for them. Caleb Clark had a couple more support players with him. It could have been a bit more of a possibility. Now, Eri Taylor Enery going off to the right-hand side. Big shot on Alamanda Matanga. Almost still driving forward. Do you think rugby should do a Champions League similar to what soccer is doing? Have the top 2 teams in each club competition, put them against each other. Do you think it's a good idea? Well, it is the Champions Cup, I guess you could say. It just doesn't involve Super Rugby. Other than that, though, it's the best sides from the URC, the top 14, the Gallagher Premiership, and there's another comp in there as well. I said top 14, didn't I? Top 14, Gallagher Premiership, URC. Maybe it's just the 3, but yeah, it's the top sides from all of those go head-to-head type thing. Because, yeah, normally the Champions League does have that round of 32 initially, so I guess that's what we've got as well. It's got the round of the 32, then it goes to 16. I like that idea, says Eben. Yeah, well, they're currently up to the final of the Champions Cup with La Rochelle and Leinster. They will be going head-to-head. Yeah, the advantage, they ended up giving it away, unfortunately, for the Blues now. Good opportunity for Moana Pasifika, only 5 meters out from the line. Have a line-out opportunity. It's thrown in, stolen by the Blues, though. Looking for maybe a full field try. Big shot on Dalton Papali'i coming in from Solomoni Funaki. Good evening, Blues. Moana high, says Frank there. He kicked into touch by Harry Plummer. Only gets it maybe about 15 meters down the field, but Moana Pasifika, they're doing a similar thing to what the Fijian Drua did, and that was be consistent early on in the game with putting pressure on the opposition. Don't let them just sneak through. See those Harvey Norman TVs that they're selling?
No, I missed it.
Did you? Now, nice
Have
ball. 60-inch. Go up on that wall.
How much?
1,000. Now, another advantage. They'll go back for the penalty again in favour of Moana Pasifika. Now, if you're Moana Pasifika, it seems like an easy option to take the 3, which I think they will do, but 3s may not be enough. They should include Super Rugby in there. Really good to see our best clubs stack up against the best from the Northern Hemisphere, says Junior Ryder. So I guess the competitions that they're lacking at the moment in that aspect is Super Rugby and probably the Japanese top league. Other than that, though, world competition, like MLR, maybe you'd put them in as a 32 just for the sake of trying to build it over there as well. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see a Super Rugby side go up against a Northern Hemisphere team. Even if it's just a one-off, just for a, hey, let's see how it goes. Morning, Hamish and Mama. Lad, hope you guys are well. We are doing very well indeed. My mumsy has got the coronation on the other screen, which is why she's got Bluetooth headphones. She's been very technologically savvy. Yeah. Christian Liliafano now. Line up this kick. 12.5 minutes gone at the moment. And Moana Pasifika take the lead. That is probably something people wouldn't have guessed.
No.
For them to be starting this match with a nice lead going, but they'll be relatively happy with that for the first 12 minutes because the Blues have had them under quite a bit of pressure inside of their 22, although they've also fired back a little bit for themselves. Now 13 minutes gone. Blues will be looking to get the next points on the ball. We haven't actually seen Timothy Tavatava yet. Hasn't really had the chance with the ball, which is the same that can be said about most of the Moana Pasifika. That's Tavatava. Now he's injured. Landed on his back. Any predictions for the URC today? Stormers, Bulls. I think that the Stormers will win. Maybe around 10. Leinster versus Sharks. I think people are underestimating the Sharks just that little bit because Leinster have gone with a side that has got a few people missing from it. They haven't got Josh Van den Vlaar, who's normally brilliant in the breakdown. They haven't got Johnny Sexton. He's not going to be playing. So they've got a few players missing. So I think that game's going to be closer, but Leinster still to take it by about 8, I would say. And then Glasgow versus Munster, I think, will go down to the wire, and it will be 21 points to 17, just because that's what the score was in my Rugby 22 game when I did it. Commercial side of that will be huge. Revenue that World Rugby will put in from that World Club Challenge will be massive. I think it's a far-fetched idea. The big thing is, it's tricky because they would look at it as, like, don't get me wrong, Super Rugby down here is big, but in the Northern Hemisphere, not a lot of people actually watch Super Rugby. So it would be one of those cases of, they'll be like, well, if we were just to play a one-off between Leinster and a French team again, let's say that it's Leinster versus Bordeaux, they would actually probably feel that they'd generate more revenue from doing that than having a Super Rugby side, because of the cost of taking them, putting them in the Northern Hemisphere and everything along those lines. They'd probably actually go, nah, maybe we're better off keeping it in the North. Or another one, maybe like a Leinster versus Stormers, just as a one-off or a 2-match series. I feel like that would do quite well, but they probably still would do better with that. It's tricky because Super Rugby, like I mentioned, it's big down here. It's probably shrunk a little bit compared to what it was in past seasons, but it's still its own niche, if that makes sense. Losers in Moana 10 to 25, and Christian made that penalty kick look so easy. Here's Blues Nate now. Big run from Caleb Clark. Still yet to see the first try of this contest being scored. 15 minutes in. You're very good at being on streams where there's no tries scored, aren't you?
I know. Should I leave?
No. You should predict who's going to score the first try, though.
Caleb Clark.
Oh, okay. So you go on the other one. Fair enough. Harry Plummer, short ball to Sam Derry. I was at the Highlanders game yesterday, and I think the Blues will score. By now, I got a lot of work done. 5 videos already to go, says Brandon. So you've been very busy throughout your COVID times. Now, nice ball from Jacob Ratamaitabuki Nepkins. George is playing Farming Simulator.
How do you know?
It's popped up down the bottom side. He's obviously had his steak. He is. He didn't want to come in for the stream.
No.
Very sad. And Super Rugby hasn't been the same ever since those South African teams. Like, I haven't watched a game since its inauguration, says Just Carl. Luckily, you've been watching us, Carl, haven't you? You've been tuning in each week. Should I give George a ring? You're like, oi. He's all right. I've got to check to see if Daniel hasn't replied yet. We're going out for tea, hopefully, tomorrow. We're trying to take Daniel, but he might be going duck shooting. Got to try and work out a time. And it's on. Hi, Mum. Hi, Amish. Long night, says Spider Mick. Yeah, very long. 3 more live streams tonight. But it feels easier now because we've still got another hour and a half of this live stream. But then after that, I've just got 3 more games. 3 games seems light enough, doesn't it?
So what time do you go to bed?
About maybe 9 a.m. And then George wants to come around at 2. So I'll be 9 a.m., sleep for maybe 4 hours.
So if you go out for tea, if you go out of town, someone else is driving.
We've agreed on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will be fun. I will be sleepy. Where are you going for dinner tomorrow? We're not actually sure yet. We've got a few options. We were thinking about a Chinese place that has it's kind of like a buffet if you order a whole heap of things and then just share them around. But it's at the post and bounce back out. No points on the board for the Blues as of yet due to that misconversion. Super Rugby hasn't been the same ever since. There's no South African teams. I read that one, didn't I? What is wrong with the Highlanders? Says get to the best. They are struggling. Unfortunately, I'm here to support Hamish, says Just Carl. He's a good bloke, isn't he? Mumsy's very tired. She played golf today. 18 holes.
Yeah.
Absolutely nailed it. I think she was sleeping with her eyes open just then.
Watching that. Very hard.
You're going to sleep well tonight, aren't you? You try and hit the ball too far, did you?
I did.
Yeah. You're trying to monster it.
Yeah. On one green, I was out the back in 2.
Hey, Amish, hope you know, but we can't hear Mum. She's very quiet. She will have to talk louder, perhaps. You got a loud voice?
No, I got these on, so I don't know if I'm talking loud enough.
You could probably up by 3 times loudness. Go on. Give us a... Go on.
No, I'm too tired.
There we go. That last bit. That's good. Also, yeah, I understand that Super Rugby is not attractive in the Northern Hemisphere, but all our players are just as good. But then they're also in the scenario of...
They haven't actually started anything, so I can turn that down. Then I can hear you.
That's good. Keep
Okay.
loud. Yeah. That's the
Ugh.
story.
What
But
a beer.
the big thing is with Super Rugby as well, the last thing the Northern Hemisphere want is to take a team up to the Northern Hemisphere for Super Rugby to win. Like, that hurts them. So I don't think they'll do it, not just for the financial side, but also the pride side. They don't want to be beaten in a club game because that's a question a lot of people have asked for a long time, and they might find out the answer. Here comes Kurt Eklund, dragged down. Oh, he's short of the line. Get it to AJ Lamb. Right wing. No, he's going around the side, the big forward. Going to get driven down. Right, all these forwards are going to go in and try and take this, aren't they? Kiriwani. He's over the line. Scores the first try of the match, and it is the number 6, Kira Iwani, scoring it. Who's seen a try, Mumsy? And is that like a helps yourself buffet table? I bet for second and thirds. It used to be. The same building used to be a Chinese buffet, and it was fantastic.
Yeah,
it was great.
They do that now.
They don't.
No. You loved it, didn't you?
It was bloody good.
That was good.
You could just go in, get some, even if you were just a chicken nuggets and chips kind of guy, or some fried rice, some noodles, bits of chicken.
Restaurants do that. Segoya.
What about the Golden Palace in Timaru? Does it do anything like that, or is it?
Don't know. But that's just Chinese. But the Segoya is everything. Yes, really, really good.
Super Rugby was so popular, then South Africa teams left because URC then go down. Says Brandon, that is a massive Akiriwani hit.
It's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know where they get them.
No.
Because they seem to show up at every sporting event now. Harry Plummer, 0 from 1 tonight. Did miss that penalty kick a little bit earlier on. I don't see the Chiefs making the final, and much better, says Carl in there as well. I think that is for hearing you.
Oh, okay.
Do you not have a loud voice?
No, I don't. No. Only when I was screaming at you kids when you're younger.
Oh, the ball fell off. Is he going to... Oh, he's just going to drop kick it. The funny thing is, he's missed, but it also probably wouldn't have been legal because he kicked it from in front. So, non-converted. I don't even know if you call that a non-conversion because he didn't get a chance to kick it off the tee. Nice noodles and fried rice on the go. And Morocco, says Usni in there. Welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing well. I don't know whether or not we've had a Moroccan viewer before. No. So, welcome in.
You'd know that more than I would.
Final Blues and the Satyrs. They're going to be playing next week. Be the final before the final.
No, what about Chiefs?
People were worried that the Chiefs are going to go undefeated into their quarters and then butcher it.
Really?
Nice run here. Oh.
Why would you?
Why would you? Well, that's a goal. That's a knock on. Is it not?
Did he?
I thought it was.
Kind of.
Hope they don't lose by 1, says Derek there. Going off to the side. Yeah, they had that close game with the Brumbies, didn't they, earlier on in the season, looking like they're almost going to be able to call it as a maul. Yes, it is. So now they have to try and get that ball out of there. It's stuck, and it's going to be a 5-meter scrum now for the Blues. My neighbours are already busy braaiing and drinking. They get in ready for the big game later. It's going to be a good one. Bulls versus Stormers and Sharks versus Leinster.
Who's going to win?
I think the Stormers and Leinster. But on my gameplay that I did, Stormers and no, it was Stormers and Leinster, yeah. So who knows? Could be right, could be not right. Hopefully close to right. London, eh? 8:30 a.m. Bit early to start a big thing like this, isn't it?
That's wee wet.
How are you doing the Bulls versus the Stormers, and who is going to take it? We certainly are. So I'm going to be doing that game followed by Leinster versus the Sharks. I think that the Stormers are going to take it by 10. Their side just looks so good. Ivan Ruas in the in the loose forward trio alongside Dion Foree. I feel like if Dion Foree wasn't winning, that straight away takes like 10 points off the Stormers. That's how good he's been playing lately. So yeah, hopefully does all right. I might even start braaiing for brunch. I would love a braai. That is one thing. Like, they just sound so nice. They put like cheese and garlic rolls on there and, you know, sausages, borrows, what they are. It's a big long sausage.
Is that right?
Yep. Our funaki. Goes across to Harry Plummer. No, it's actually Roger Torvasa-Shig now offloads to Cameron Suafua. Big carry forward. Oh, that was close to a penalty. Referee was almost blowing his whistle. Kick downfield looking for the 50-22. Going to come back infield though, and William Harvili able to take it now. Will do the little chip and chase. Doesn't quite get through. Taufa Funaki now off to Jacob Ratamaita. Vuki Nepkins almost piercing the gap in the Moana Pasifika defense. Now Funaki off to the short side to Sam Derry. Funaki again goes to Tucker. Big shot on him by Chris Apua and Michael Curry. Now Plummer. Back to Jacob Ratamaita. Vuki Nepkins again going for the cross kick. Oh, it does bounce just in the field of play. 2022 Chiefs communications breakdown in the halves. Bring Gatlin Joshuani couldn't lead 2023 Chiefs D-Max back. Says Nate. Highlanders make a final and win. Agree. Says Cats are the best. They're going to have to play a bit better than they are. Currently, I'm not drinking right now, but I'll cheers to you with a Red Bull. Cheers, Hamish and Mum. Says Just Carl. Cheers. I was looking for something to cheers with. I have a Fanta can over there. It's a bit squash, but cheers, Carl. Recycle me again and again and again. It's nice, isn't it?
It is.
Good for the environment.
Well, that's not.
What was it?
All of those on the desk.
Ah, I see. Put that there. Beautiful. Good to see John and Ariki back. He didn't really have much of an impact, did he? He only got a little bit of time, but it is good that he is avoiding injury now. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I got a feeling Blue's going to run away. Says Spider Meat, but now they go for the rolling maul. Dalton Publi short side off to Kurt Eklund with the step and scores again, Kurt Eklund. Nice. Okay, the runaway could be on now. Second try of the contest, taken 25 minutes.
Here's a question for you.
Hmm?
Will they pick Tuivasa-Sheck for the World Cup?
Nope.
They shouldn't.
I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't either.
He's shown his loyalty is elsewhere.
He's still expecting to get in there, though.
Is he?
Well, I think he mentioned something.
Oh. There was 5 strikes. Zoo was loud. Says Cats are the best. This is a nice strike from Kurt Eklund. Yeah, just over. Be right back, Hamish. I need to get my usual or more usual gas station pepper steak pie. Yeah, Carl goes to the gas station or the petrol station, gets pepper steak for his pie.
Really?
You like pepper steak? No?
No.
I might take you to the bakery next week again.
Oh.
Does that sound good?
Which day?
Which day you would want to go? Monday? First day of the week?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the undisputed god of rugby is clear. Blues by a minimum of 52 points. There's Mark there. They will have to speed up a little bit, won't they, the Blues?
Is it raining?
It might be a bit of a drizzle. It did look a bit damp there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a bit, well, it's dark, of course, because it's nighttime, but it does, oh, he's shanked it again. Harry Plummer, 0 from 3 in the kicking department at the moment. I mean 5 streakers. Geez, that's a few, isn't it? Maybe a spare rib pie. All right. And to some extent, it's true about South Africa, with Super Rugby missing the South African teams, but apart from the Bulls, none of the other teams has won a title, says Junior Ryder. He's been quiet. Auckland 5 games left. Footy final, says Nate. And hi, lads and Mum. Welcome in. Yarnloo, hope you are doing well.
How's it going?
Going to be put high now. Sam Derry takes it nicely. 10 points to 3 at the moment as we are sitting in this contest. Already 28 minutes through. Having fun?
Oh, yeah. So tell me, has anyone got tickets to see Kaylee Bell in her Boots and All concert tour? It was bloody good. I went there on Thursday night.
Whereabouts is it taking place next?
I'm not sure, but there was 2 concerts in Waimate, and she's heading to Palmy North because Emma's going. Not sure. But it was bloody good.
Don't know if we've got the right audience.
Have we?
Maybe not. We've got one female viewer and she left.
What, Novmum?
Yeah, and then also Ruth's gone as well. They'd like a bit of Kaylee Bell, wouldn't they?
Yeah, bloody good singer.
What time is the next match? Hi, Mum, says Connor.
How's it going?
Next match we are doing is at 1:30 a.m. So we will be starting that at 1:20. So that's in about 4 hours, 45 minutes. A big quarterfinal today between the Stormers and the Bulls by the stadium. They said already 50,000 tickets being sold. Yeah, someone said that they couldn't get a ticket because it was sold out. So it's going to be a massive game for the quarterfinals. And I just hope it delivers. Hope it does live up to the standards that people are expecting for the derby and it doesn't end up being referee based. Nice run from Akiriwani again. Finds his offload off to Caleb Clark. Scores the try. Geez, he almost overextended there in the dive. Caleb Clark gets it. Blues are on fire now.
But they can't convert them.
No, that one should be nice and easy though, shouldn't
It's
it?
out in front, surely.
Caleb Clark's 6th try of the season now for the Blues, number 11.
Is that yours?
That's mine, yes. Tolfa Funaki ended up going off. That was a great attacking run from Akiriwani. And then found the offload. Clark, look at the acceleration. Although you always look quicker when you're accelerating next to a hooker and a prop, don't you?
You do.
What time is the Munster match? It is at 6:35 a.m. New Zealand time. Blues with Moana. Hi, how are we going? Getting ready for the first time ever, so says Frank. In there as well. Jeez, that's a good bump off.
That is good.
Just lured and
Support play as well.
all the defenders. Yeah, see, hit that quite hard. You don't want to end up injuring yourself now by celebrating a try when you got a World Cup round the corner, do you? And I have you on the car radio, Hammy, driving these rural call-outs. Let's go the Blues, says the snooze. Which I assume you're in the passenger seat? Is that you, George? No. That's gone high. Caleb Clark takes it nicely. Just outside of the 22 now. And Tolfa Funaki goes off to the right. Marcel Renato. That's the thing. The Blues are going to slowly, they don't need to be in a rush here for this game. They should know that their ability is good enough to win it. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck thought about going up for the high ball, instead just stood there and let Moana Pasifika get possession. They've gone back for the penalty as well. So this is where Moana Pasifika have to kick for the corner, don't they? Or a tap and go or a scrum. They can't really take the 3.
They're not that far behind.
The Blues, though, they've scored a lot of tries throughout their season. I told you today that the Blues are going to be fast. I'm not wrong. The other team's too slow, says Spider Mick. Moana has been disappointing this year. I really think New Zealand Rugby Union should sell them to a private investor, base them in the islands, or relocate them outside of Auckland. Yeah, because at the moment, they're kind of the second Auckland team, aren't they? They've got a lot of talent. They just need a little bit more guidance of how to turn it into wins, because, they haven't actually won a game yet so far throughout the season. That was a nice little play, but read very well by Will Tucker. Shut it down almost instantly. Eritara Inery. I'm actually picking him to score a try in this match. Moana Pasifika number 9. You think he can do it?
Oh, you never know.
Ex-Crusaders man as well. Big bump off there for Solomoni Funaki. Now off to the left-hand side. Keeping an eye out for someone like a Tapatava Nawai. Possibly waiting on the wing eagerly, but instead it is going to be Noria Fomai. He's a long way off his wing. He's on the complete wrong side. Now ball off to Michael Curry. Chris Apua tackled now 5 meters out from the line. You can see that the Blues are up very quickly in the way that they are defending. Tava Nawai. Good low tackle made on him by Dalton Papali. Now Eritara Inery with the wide cutout pass. William Haveli look for the miracle offload. No pun intended, because Miracle Fangalele was out there on the wing. Or Whaialangi, I believe it is, actually. But I'm back for the original penalty to Moana Pasifika. So happy with Drua. Nice to see you back commentating live, says Rooster. And we did do that game live, and it was a very exciting one to watch right down to the wire when the Fijian Drua secured it. They were behind by quite a bit too. They were about $12 underdogs at one point, I believe.
Wow.
But then the Hurricanes at the end of the match were $36 underdogs. I say, yep, going to be a big game. And driving boss, says the snooze. Right, okay. Well, be careful. That's all I can say. Nice offload there on the outside. Oh, did he keep his foot in the field of play? Not quite. Almost. Oh, that's nice of Caleb Clark. I thought he was going to help the guy up, but instead he just grabbed the ball, walked away. That was a Blues by a country mile, says Spider Mick. Naria Famai working hard. D'Angelo Leula just getting spun the wrong way. Now, rolling more for the Blues. Gets sacked early. So Taufa Funaki again will be ready. Put it into the pocket. Back to Harry Plummer. He's really angry with that kick. That's only gone about 15 metres. If he's lucky. Look at the disappointment on the face of Harry Plummer. He is not happy one bit. Right, line out throw for Moana Pasifika. This should be a good chance. You think they score now?
Well, I think they got to. Just to keep the game going.
Oh, halftime update for the women's final. Reds 10, Fijiana 14. Yeah, so they're playing at the same time as this game, I believe.
Is it? What's that?
The women's Super Rugby final.
Oh,
Fijiana beat the favourites, the Waratahs, last week.
Wow.
Now have made it through to take on the Reds.
Good on them.
Quick tap taken. This looks like some sort of set play is just about to set up here. Is that a rolling ball? No, it has been taken down now, but the ball bounces free. Kurt Eklund puts boot to ball. It's actually a better clearing kick than Harry Plummer, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe they should give him the ball.
He enjoys a suplex too, Kurt Eklund.
Does he?
I remember him last year picking a guy up and dropping him on his head.
You're supposed to do that.
No, he got suspended, but it was a good suplex. Now, line out throw again. Sam Molly. Taking his time here. A 7-man line out for Moana Pasifika, trying to create some gaps on the outside. Good shot again on D'Angelo Leula. Now, quick run there. Tara Enery. What a bit of space. Sells the dummy as if he was going to kick. It was a great run from the halfback. Now the big men in motion. Jacob Ratamaita, Vuki Nepkins, not quite doing that legally. This might almost be a yellow card if they're not careful. Tavatava Nawai, did he take the quick tap? He's claiming it. Referee says, we'll have a look. Mofi Tavatava Nawai. Was he on the mark? That's the first thing. Was he 5 metres out from the line? And then the second part of it, looks like the ref's walking up to the try line. Is he going to put an arm up? Is it a try for Mofi Tavatava Nawai? Not sure. Moana don't have any players that really stand out, or players that will bring people through the gates. Guys like Falau and Pietau bring a lot of attention to that team, says Junior Ryder. And did they do a haka? I don't actually know. We only fired up the game a couple minutes before it started, so we only saw the lineups, but I don't believe they did. Right, so that's there. Mofi Tavatava Nawai. That is a tap. So
it's on the mark.
He was behind the mark. Yeah, so theoretically, is that a try? I think it is.
I'd give it.
Nice work from Moana Pasifika and very quick thinking from Mofi Tavatava Nawai. I mentioned him earlier on. I said we hadn't really seen him. Now we've certainly seen him. A big injection into this game. 36 minutes through at the moment. 17 points to 8. They really know how to stall the coronation, don't they?
Yeah, they're still getting seated to that. I don't think the actual ceremony starts until 9 or 10. I don't know.
How are you going for? I mean, the Blues should win this game, but Moana Pasifika, I'd like to see them get one win throughout their season, whether or not that's at the expense of the Blues. That wouldn't make Blues fans very happy. But Mofi Tavatava Nawai is just shown there that when they get into that 22, because we saw that nice run from Eri Tara Enery as well just before that. So if they get into attacking scenarios, they can score tries. It's just getting enough attacking scenarios. 3 minutes remaining now, though. In the half, that ball is going to be knocked forward. Nicely taken in the end by Alamanda Matanga, who keeps it just between his legs. Eri Tara Enery going off into the pocket now, kicked him on, looking for the 50-22 mark taken by Ratamaita Vuki Nepkins. And Ulster lost last night. They did Connacht, beating them. A big upset, because that is, I believe that was third team versus seventh team. No, sorry, third team versus sixth team, I think it was. And yeah, Ulster ended up losing. Where's this game played? It is in Auckland at Eden Park. That looked close to a forward pass as well.
Missed that one too.
Ball gone high. Great take from Harry Plummer. Now, it's going to be a knock on against the Blues. You can see some frustration there from Caleb Clark. Seems like it's just not quite rolling the way that the Blues would have liked in this contest. It started well. There those couple of quick tries being scored, but after that, it's just been a little bit stagnant. It's a very good take, though, from Harry Plummer, leaping through the air.
He knocked it on, though.
He did, sadly. 2 minutes remain in the first half. 38 gone. I can see Moana Pasifika getting another try here and making it 17-17 going into half-time.
Wouldn't that be good?
It would be. So Reds Waratahs later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are not covering that one, but we are doing the 3 games of the URC from 1:30 onwards. Apparently, there's talks of merging Super W and Super Rugby Aupiki. I think it'll be a good idea for our girls to play against the Aussie girls. Yeah, I think it's eventually going to happen. It's just when it's going to happen type thing, right? Dylan Pavali almost had that ball in the breakdown, but unfortunately, he didn't really have any backup. Lost the ball. Eddie Tara Inery. Going to the right-hand side there. Will Munster win or lose tonight? I think they'll lose just up against Glasgow. Glasgow have got a very strong side at the moment. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see who gets the better of that one. Now, nice run forward from Christian Liliafano. Unfortunately, just given the ball away, though, to the Blues, who now give away the penalty in the breakdown. Right, Moana Pasifika, they're looking for that ball. They want to take it quickly if they get the chance, but no. Talfa Funaki's got it. Stop them from going. Right, kick for the corner, you think? Or you go for the 3 here?
Not sure. Be interesting. Go for the corner.
Kicking for the corner now, D'Angelo Leula. 5 meters out. That's about as perfect as it could have been. By about half a meter, wasn't it? Only just snuck in. Blues better cover those gaps. Definitely not winning against a good counter team by a mile, says the Snooze. And also, I hope they do make it more exciting. The comp is far too short. And come on the Blues, $200, a lot of money I put on you to win, says Spider Meg. Interesting. I thought yesterday you said it was 400, so maybe you had a second change of heart, perhaps. Now only 5 meters out from the line. Moana Pasifika getting closer to the touchline, but that's driving and that's over the line for Moana Pasifika. That is miracle.
Who was that guy?
Whailangi, I think. No, it was Michael Curry who gets over the line and scores. Yeah, he was loving the camera, wasn't he?
He was.
It's a great try, and the 17-17 might just become a reality.
How crucial were those kicks that he missed? Oh, I know.
3 tries for the season now. Hello. What was happening? Did you win your golf? Almost. Mumsy won a pack of chicken drumsticks. Yeah. We'll have to cook them up after this, won't we, Mumsy? Tell you what we do, we marinate them in a bit of sweet chili sauce. Ooh,
They're
boy.
still a wee bit frozen, though.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Is that what you won?
Nice on Moana Pasifika, go get that win. Yeah, well, the odds were not in their favour. $12 underdogs Moana Pasifika were heading into this contest. Now I would think it's just that little bit quicker. And yes, I changed my mind, says Spider-Man. Maybe for the best, because you might be coughing up some money here, depending on how the Blues go in the second half. It's been a great performance from Moana Pasifika, though. They had that little rough patch where the Blues were back-to-back-to-back tries. But like you said, those missed kicks, they could have been sitting on... Oh, not quite coming around that one. Christian Liliafano had the distance, not the accuracy, though. Yeah, the Blues could have been sitting on 24 points at this stage. 24-15 looks a lot better than 17-15. Yep. And looking forward to the Aussie grudge match, the Reds versus the Waratahs, says Christopher. Yeah, we won't be doing the commentary for that one on the channel, sadly, just because I feel like my voice might not handle 7 live streams in a row. We're trying 6. We're hoping for the best. It'll be the first time that I've done like multiple live streams back to back to back other than 7s in a very long time. Probably the 6 Nations. February, full-way squad in the Blues team, Amy. They're missing Bowden. They're missing Zahn Sullivan. They're missing Hoskins Tutu. They're missing Nepo Lalala. They're missing Finley Christie. But other than that...
Bowden. Did you say Bowden?
I see Bowden, yeah.
I'll be back.
You'll be back. You're going to go check on those chicken drumsticks. Get them in some nice sweet chili marinade. Oh, she'll be beautiful. Yep. And you do a good job anyway, says Christopher. Fair enough, Hamish. And 15 points to 17. It is. I hope that they update the scoreboard soon. But it doesn't seem like it wants to give the points to Moana Pasifika. It's done it now. Yes, there we go. That's what we like. Close game. Half time, and you called it, mate, says Kiwi John. And also, Nov Mum, it will happen. It's just a matter of when. It'll be 10 teams. Super Rugby W has 5 teams, including Fijiana. That's 6. And our 4 teams. Exciting idea. And I was like, yes, sir, says Justin. And Fijiana Drua leading the Reds women in Super Rugby final, 28 points to 17. Yeah, that is absolutely awesome for the Fijian Drua women's side. The fact that they won against the top seed Waratahs last week in their semis, like, they're playing some very good footy at the moment. And this side better wake up, says the snooze there. Yeah, currently halftime, 17 points to 15. Moana Pasifika well and truly keeping themselves in this game. And now it's just that question of, will we see an explosive little patch? I think we will from the Blues. I think they're going to score about 2 or 3 tries in quick succession again. It's whether or not, though, Moana Pasifika can pace themselves and slowly get points throughout the half rather than trying to do it all in one go. Slowly edge in the points department and see if that works out. Been a long time. How do the Crusaders go? I've been partying with students, says Shane. So I can tell you that the Crusaders managed to get themselves the win. 48 or 45 points. Might have been 48. 48 points to about 13. So a comfortable win for the Crusaders. They walk away with the bonus point in that one. And could we see another upset? Says Justin. I mean, there's a chance. It would be a massive round for Super Rugby Pacific sides. Like, imagine this. Fiji and draw win against the Hurricanes. We don't have to imagine that part. That's happened. Moana Pasifika to get their first win up against the Blues. Fijiana women's side, the Fijiana drawer, winning Super Rugby W. That would be an absolutely massive weekend for Pacific Island rugby. So it's still a possibility. It looks like 2 out of the 3 are almost ticked off for the Fijiana women's side, but it's just the question now, can Moana Pasifika keep up with the Blues team in the second half? And that's probably yet to be seen. I mean, they paced themselves pretty well in the first 40, but Blues are a tough side. When they get going, it's very hard to stop them. I know, well, massive, says Justin. Blues will eventually pull away in the second half. And I'll say they rest for the Satyrs, Hammy, says Spider Meg. Although they certainly still don't want to go into this game or the game up against the Crusaders with a loss. I feel like they definitely want to be on the winning path heading into that next contest, which is next week. It's going to be a great one. We will be covering that one on the channel. Yeah, should be very good fun. How do the Warriors go? They lost to the Panthers, I believe, about 18 points to 6 in the end. So not quite the way the Warriors wanted their magic round to go, but yeah, hopefully they fire back soon. They've actually almost dropped out of the top 8 now, I think, the Warriors, the way they've been going. Their kit might be cheap. I might be able to pick myself up a bargain near the end of the season. Currently, their kit is $180 to buy, which, I mean, I'm not that keen for 180. It's like any of these Super Rugby kits. They're about 160. I'm hoping they get a little bit cheaper in the near future. It looks like there's a decent amount of support at Eden Park. So far, we've seen 3 tries. Kiriwani, Kurt Eklund, and Caleb Clark. Then for Moana Pasifika, Tava Tavanawai, and also Abraham Pole, the other try scorer. What did King Charles say to his brother, Prince Andrew? I'm the king of the castle, and you're the dirty rascal, says Obi there. He has coronation taking place very soon, I believe, which is why my mum had her Bluetooth headphones on. She was listening to it on her iPad down there, see what was happening. And tell mum, put the kettle on, cup of tea time, says Justin there. Well, she doesn't actually drink tea, and neither do I, but a glass of juice, probably about as tea-like as you're going to see in our house. And she's to win Super Rugby this year, says Shane. I mean, they're doing very well. They just have to make sure that they do win their playoff games. That's the main thing. Win the quarterfinal, win the semi, win the final. They can do that, champions. Could go through completely undefeated like the Crusaders did way back in the day. But, yeah, they need to make sure that they are successful in those playoff games rather than just the regular season. Coronations sucks, says Spider Mick. Well, see, I didn't even know it was happening. Like, my nana, when we visited her the other day, she was like, "Are you going to be watching Coronation?" Well, the Coronation. And I thought she was talking about Coronation Street, that program that's been on for about 50 years. So I was like, when my mum was like, "Oh, I know that my workmate, she might end up watching it. I might give it a look." And I was like, "Mum, you don't watch Coronation Street. What's going on there?" But yeah, nah, King's Coronation. Very fancy. Good old King Charles for a cup of tea, I think that is, from Justin there. Yeah, second half not too far away from getting back underway, but Akiriwani had a very good first half, contributing to the meters made by the Blues. We have currently seen 7 penalties against them compared to the 5 of Moana Pasifika, but they have beaten 14 defenders compared to the 5 defenders beaten by Moana Pasifika. I can't wait for the opening game of the Rugby World Cup, ABs versus France, and the matchup between Smith and Dupont is going to be epic, says Junior Ryder. And Crowd and Dunedin was disappointing, says Shane. Someone said earlier on there were about 5 streakers in it. Seems like a few too many. I wonder if they'd ever get streakers wise, right? Or anyone who runs onto the field. Do you think they'd ever get tranquilizing darts to sit them down? You think they're allowed to do that? Because they used to do the big tackle on them, but then it was said, "Oh, you're not allowed to do that because you might hurt them," even though in that moment, I guess they're trespassing. But yeah, you're not allowed to tackle them too hard because it might hurt them when they run onto the field. I wonder if you just allow a blow dart and just go, and then go, and then they just go straight down for a nap. And then you just pull them off the field. I feel like that would be a good way of doing it. Don't know if World Rugby would agree, but be all right. I saw McCaw Royalty. I saw Kiwi Royalty at the Coronation and Richie McCaw, says Christopher. And maybe every team sitting where Moana could be a threat. Ryder could be right. The Blues will pull away. I watched the first 20 minutes of Canes, but they looked like they weren't comfy with the sun. Attack dogs attack dogs for streakers, you think? Put them down. Also, I can't wait. Oh, no, I read that one, didn't I? What ground is this on? It is at Eden Park for this matchup. And we'll talk the King when the Queen's a hard act to follow, says Justin. Also, what do you get when you cross Prince Charles and Queen Elizabeth dead in a tunnel? I see. And also, man, they shouldn't be on the field if they get hurt. It's their own fault. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what you would think is logical, right? But you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to tackle them. If they make their way out onto the field, you're supposed to treat them like they're royalty. No pun intended. But yeah, you're not allowed to hit them hard. You're not allowed to rough them up a little bit. You got to place them nicely off the field. But yeah, tranquilizer dart do the job, I think. And also, I've made up chicken sausage rolls for Coronation and split screen for the Reds versus Waratahs in the NRL, says Christopher. Sounds like you are well and truly sorted, drunk students, says Shane. Yeah, maybe the ones that you were partying with, Shane. Now, second half, not too far away from starting, ladies and gentlemen. And also, what will Mum cook with the chicken? I don't know if it's happening tonight, but I'll probably end up putting them in a marinade tomorrow. Bit of sweet chili sauce. Oh, it's tricky though. Do I go down the sweet chili sauce route, or do I put a little bit of garlic, onion powder, maybe a few other seasonings, bit of herb, basil, get it going? Don't know. We'll see what we're doing. But yeah, it should be good, and clothesline them. Yeah, I feel like that should be actually a fun little challenge that they should have. They should have it so that as soon as someone makes their way onto the field, you get to put in a massive hit on them. Like it's WWE. And of course, it will go well until someone gets their tooth knocked out, and then everyone's like, "Oh, you can't do that." It's like, well, yeah, but don't go on the field. If you don't want to get clothesline and a tooth knocked out of your head, just don't go on the field. Excuse me, was it at Highlanders game? Been sick? Didn't you say you've been partying recently, though, Shane? Mashed potatoes and greens, Says Justin. I look forward to the Bledisloe, the Hamish, or this Hamish. Got my tickets for both games. Nice. I kind of want to send my parents down to the Dunedin one, but I don't know whether or not they'll want to go. We have to ask Mum if she comes back for the second half. It depends on what you want to eat with the chicken. Says Flesh, and that is true. I might do some roast potatoes. I've been getting better at them lately, getting a nice crispy and fluffy type arrangement. But yeah, I could put that seasoning on them. Do like some herb potatoes, sweet chili chicken. Might go all right. Also put them up and throw them over the side, says an old mum. And also make your chicken with homemade barbecue basting sauce, brown sugar, tomato, ketchup, and chilies. Sound pretty good. I feel like anything with chicken's pretty good, isn't it? As long as you cook it right. Maybe net guns have to catch deer. From helicopter, says Octo Dad. Wonder what would happen if you throw your jandals at Charles' face, Hammy. I'd probably get in a bit of trouble, I would assume. And some slides sound good. No J Water on a milk. No disrespect to the Aussie teams, but I don't watch any other teams play each other. I don't find it exciting as the New Zealand derby, says Junior Ryder. See, the game tonight, Waratahs Red, should be a good one. And I think 2 weeks ago, there was a game we were going to cover, but then we ended up going fishing, and it actually turned out to be a very good game as well. 2022, clear out on TVs. I mentioned about it, how I want to stick a big TV on that wall, even though it probably isn't a good idea, but it would just look really cool. You have a massive TV up there. I'm just looking through at the prices. You can get a 65-inch TV. I'm fine now. My friend invited me over. Stuff with onion, lemon, and garlic. Says Flesh, although it is chicken drumstick. So I guess, you put onion in the tray, couldn't you? Bit of onion powder or garlic powder. Bit of lemon. We've got a lemon tree out there. Cooking with the Kiwi lads, eh? New stream idea. Watch Aussie play New Zealand team, but not each other. Boring, says Buttermilk. And I'll say, yes, sounds great. I feel like Kiwi lads cooking would actually go so badly, though. I got rid of Sky that ripped me off $100, says Shane there. But now, going to be once again, hello, Mumsy. You skipped the worst part because it was halftime. We've been talking big time. We've mentioned about the fact that if someone runs out onto the field as a pitch invader, you should be able to shoot them with a tranquilizer dart. They shouldn't be on the field.
They shouldn't be. But have you seen the way they get tackled?
Well, that's the thing. They're not allowed to tackle them like that anymore.
Oh, aren't they?
No, you're not allowed to. Remember that clip that went around of that guy who absolutely smashed the guy in half at a Warriors game?
Yeah. Not allowed to do that.
Not allowed to, because you could hurt them.
So what do you do?
Oh, you got to gently grab their arm and slowly take them off the field because it's about their safety.
Well, they shouldn't be on the field, so they deserve everything they get.
Yeah, so I think tranquilizer guns. Or
that's a bit harsh.
No, but get off the field. The other option.
Yeah, but then you have to carry them now.
Yeah, we drag them off. They won't be that heavy. Stick them on the stretcher, put them on the back of the cart. It will be a right spectacle.
They'll be up to it.
Yeah.
Those are winning numbers.
But then also alongside that, I think they should have a competition, which is who out of the security guards can put in the biggest hit on the pitch invader. But then once again, not allowed to hurt them. But it's like, imagine seeing all the security guards all flying at one guy.
All it takes is one decent tackle and no one's going to go on the field. They've had a few changes, have they?
Yeah, Arn Sullivan on the field now for the Blues. Also just roast them, governor, and make a dipping sauce, says Thor. Yeah, we're talking about how to do the chicken drumsticks. A little bit of onion, garlic, and lemon was mentioned earlier on. Sweet chili sauce is my go-to. And it was a good game so far. Hoping Blues can get the bonus point.
Might put them in something in the slow cooker.
Ooh, slow cooking.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Nice recipe for that.
Hope you are doing well, Tim. You know Tim, don't you?
Yep.
You've never talked to Tim, have you?
I don't think so.
No.
I talked to the other
Tony. Tony and Tim. Tim and Tony. Also, they're drunk. They won't feel it. Yeah, but if it's got enough of the good stuff in it, they'll go down. You know? Well, that's the thing. The big tackle, like you said, if they're drunk, they won't even feel it. So it's all good. Smash them over. And then it will be the case of people will think, all right, this is the challenge. I'm going to try and avoid getting smashed. That's why you put some sort of like, you still fine them and say, haha, we dump trucked you, but here's a fine.
Yeah.
Unlucky. You're not allowed to hurt them. Can't hurt them. It's too rough.
Well, they shouldn't be on the field.
Yes. 22 metres out from their own line. Moana Pasifika do get themselves the penalty. Nicely done. Good morning, but, says Grant to Flesh. They're friends.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. They'll probably be on the live stream later on, the URC. No pressure, boys, but hope to see you there. How's the news, bud? It does say but. I thought I was misreading. I thought it might have been bud. I wasn't reading properly, but it is but.
Fair enough.
And just for info, Fiji and Draw leading the Reds 38 points to 22, final 13 minutes to go. I was mentioning about it at halftime as well. Imagine how big it will be for Pacific Island Rugby if the Fijiana women's side win. They take out the Super W. Fiji and Draw beat the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
And then Moana Pasifika beat the Blues.
Oh, huge weekend.
It would be worth a parade.
Oh,
great cross kick. Great last-ditch tackle, though, from Caleb Clark. Just throwing the ball away, though. Hang on to it, boys. Wrist it.
Yeah.
How many beers has Mum had? Says Ian. She's on about her 17th.
Oh, I've only had two. Why, are you going to shout me another one?
We still have that thing. If someone donates, you do drink beer, don't you?
Yeah.
That's noted for everyone. She will have a Heineken.
Where's Trucking Down Under?
Trucking Down Under, he used to be your big friend, didn't he?
He was super generous.
Yes, Hamish. It is but. Pleasure teaching me Welsh, says Grant. Moana jersey, Hamish. The Moana jersey's too bright right now. Says Blues Nat and Swansea Valley slang for mate. Oh,
It's an unusual colour, isn't it?
yeah. Security look after students in Dunedin. They helped me tonight. Free ride home, says Shane. Wait, so they helped me tonight. Oh, okay. So that is outside of the game. Shane's been partying with some students, getting lit.
Okay.
You know,
Well, they know how to drink down there, don't they?
they do. Now Finley Christie actually on the field as well for the Blues, so they decided to save him for the second half. Seems like a good idea. And 20 mangoes, 2 trays for $50. Running low on mangoes in New Zealand. Yeah, mangoes are hard to come by. Me and Nate are trying to do some deals. He's an Aussie, so he wants some Big Ben pies.
Oh, yeah.
And I want some mangoes.
So you're going to swap.
Yeah, we're trying to work out how to swap.
Okay.
Now, Moana Pacific is still on attack here. Good tackle made by Caleb Clark. I don't think he clearly released, but Dalton probably did. Almost got the turnover. Now, Solomon Funaki moves up to 22 metres out.
Blues are in trouble, yeah.
They're under a lot of pressure. Got Moana Pacifica from Nov Mum. That's no, not through. Oh, in the wrong place. The RTS. Calling for just a couple more inches. They've got that's offside from Hodgman, but luckily he didn't get involved in it. Now around the side again, the Riafamai, he hit a wall of Ofa Tuangafasi. This is just about methodically working out where that gap's going to open up. Nice ball. Was it forward? It was close, but it's still going to be play on. 10 metres out now from the line. Eritara Inuri goes across. I still feel Inuri is going to get himself a try in this contest, and now might be almost the time. It's round the side to the right if he wants it. No. They've got the advantage now again. William Arveli, Waikarabas, Tava Nawai, 1-on-1. AJ Lamb, great low tackle round the ankles. That's the only way to drag him down. Got to go low, like he is a tree trunk. Now, once again, Moana Pasifika creeping a little bit closer. Round the side, wrestle backwards. Oh, Kiriwani, big throw there. Get him in a wrestling ring. And that's going back for the initial penalty. Who is that sitting next to you? This is my mum. She's very friendly. See, she's smiling. She's happy.
Sounds a bit dodgy.
It does, doesn't it? She plays good golf, though. She came second in the overall poll.
I probably had the second best round. I'm not sure, but I won the ladies.
Oh, that's high. Won the ladies' grade. She is the next Lydia Ko, ladies and gentlemen. No?
No.
Oh. This is a penalty try, I think. Or did they? No, they might have taken the quick tap again, did they? Trying to work out what actually happened there. Again, in the last morning, love seeing the Blues play, and all sports are fixed as well. Shame on Australia. It's not an Australian game, Eric. It's in New Zealand. There's a difference. I know it's hard to believe, but New Zealand and Australia, different countries. Hey, Mum, says this news. I said, don't worry about Big Ben Pies, Hamish. I'll be home next month as the Barrett brothers setting. He is playing. Always fits in touch. No try for that one. What's your handicap?
31.
31. She only just got back into it, though,
Yeah,
so it's
so-
slowly drifting downwards.
Hopefully.
Yeah. She'll be shooting 0 in no time.
No.
No? And damn foot on the line.
Be nice to get sort of mid-20s, maybe a wee bit.
Mm.
Sort of 20 to 25 would be nice, but I've got to play a lot of golf to get it down that far.
Are you coming to the All Blacks versus Australia in Dunedin? Do you want me to send you and Dad down to All Blacks Australia Bledisloe Cup match?
When is it?
August? No. Yeah, somewhere around August, I think, September. Keen?
There's nowhere to stay, though. We have to come home.
True. I'll send you down, though, if you want. You and Dad, you can do a vlog. Wouldn't that be nice? Is the Barrett brothers playing tonight? Yeah, we saw Geordie earlier on. We saw Bowden not playing in this game, but Scott was playing in the Crusaders game. So, yeah, the only Barrett who's not playing is Bowden due to injury. It's Richie McCaw. A nice take there from Michael Curry, who is up off the ground. So it's another advantage. Bledisloe 2 is on my birthday, August 5th, and tickets on sale Tuesday. Says Shane there. Right, yellow card to the Blues. Now it's starting to get a little bit more juicy, isn't it? 46 minutes through. He wants to take the quick tap and cross kick here. But he has to wait till Marcel Renata is completely off the field. Looks like they are going to be going for the scrum, which does mean that the Blues will have to make a change to have another prop. There's some good thinking coming from Moana Pasifika throughout this game so far. I've been very impressed with them. But the problem is they've had so many close games that then turn into runaways in the final moments. Like they've only received 2 bonus point tries for being within the 5 or being within the 7. What injury does Bowden Barrett have? He's a soft cock. No, I'm not sure what he's got at this stage. I think it's something to do with his leg. Is that a knee or something? Yeah, it might be worth a Google. 46 minutes through. Dalton Pavaletti certainly leading the charge here for the Blues. Yet to score himself a try, though. I feel like there's one coming for him just around the corner, perhaps. First, I think Moana Pasifika have a very good chance. Because I think he was initially...
Not to the net at training.
Okay.
Last Tuesday and was subsequently omitted from the squad. What?
That's an old one. I think it was something.
Due to illness.
No, that's old as well.
Was that fucking up?
Look, go to news. That one. 1 month ago. No, you're not going to find it. He's just it's a try though. Moana Pasifika, Christian Leliafano goes over. He looks like he's injured himself. In State of Origin, I think it's next month or the month after. Somewhere around there. Leg injury, says Novmum. And there's soon says Nate, a nice one. So it was the rolling scrum of Moana Pasifika. Then Eddie Tara Inouye went off the back. And Christian Leliafano, he just dropped his head. Just drove at the line. Look at this. This is a run that you wouldn't normally see from Leliafano, but he saw the weakness in Roger Tuivasa-Sheck's defense. Which meant that he went straight through and scored the try for Moana Pasifika. They are leading this contest. There you bloody go. Who would have guessed it, eh? Who would have bloody guessed it? I'm going to look at the TAB odds for this contest because I feel like Moana Pasifika, they were $12 underdogs to win this game. They're feeling a lot more confident now, aren't they? Of course, not over yet, though. Still plenty of time. That kick is successful, and Moana Pasifika now take the lead by that little bit more. Okay, Moana Pasifika are $2.70 underdogs now.
Really?
Yep. Even though they are winning, they are $2.70 underdogs. $3.30 if you go 1 to 12. So that's interesting. that they are still that low. But I guess it's because they don't want to have people make too much money off the Blues. This is actually a good game for punters because now you're in that scenario of you've either got a side winning by 5 that you could put your money on and get $2.70 back, or you've got the Blues who people feel should still be able to get themselves a win, who are about $1.60 at the moment, which is pretty good for a favourite who's supposed to win it. And will Kiwi Lad's mum be watching her favourite URC team take on the Bulls later?
So who's my favourite URC team?
You know your favourite URC team.
Who did you say? Bulls versus Stormers.
Yeah, are they your favourite?
Nah. Oh, okay, they are tonight.
Grant likes them, yeah.
He's only one person.
Are you going to get a new cat? Nah, probably not. There's plenty of cats that are hanging around. Like Billy Jr. just walks about every once in a while. He's not even our cat. He just looks like Billy. So Billy's been busy, if you know what I'm saying. But Zahn Sullivan goes across to Finley Christie now inside of the 22. Seriously, Blues, says Choke the Woke. And also, we have got Moana, the best team ever, says Eric. Now, you were the one who was saying it was match fixing in Australia, weren't you, Eric, if I'm not wrong? Did you have money on Moana? Because if you didn't, you should have. If they're going to win this game, if it's match fixed. Now 50 minutes gone. Another couple subs being made. Watch this kick, this news. For another post. Moana Pasifika need to keep it up and not concede tries. Easier said than done, isn't it?
That is, yeah.
But currently, this 10 minutes has been a very good one. Whaelangi now. First name like Miracle, perhaps, will be very fitting if they do manage to get themselves the victory. Caleb Clark playing tonight. He certainly is. I'm not at home. I just had a yawn and a coffee with an a yarn and a coffee with an old mate. I'm still living in the hood, says the snooze. And I won't be sad, even though I picked the Blues to win. I won't be sad if Moana Pasifika win. And Hurricanes fell asleep too, says Choke the Woke. But 13 penalties against the Blues. This is old school Blues here. This is what they used to do a couple years ago, and that cost them many games. Penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty. We're only 50 minutes in to be up to 13 already. And they're all for different things. Dalton's asking the referee, what do you want us to do?
Stop infringing.
And match fixed 100%. Congrats, Blues. No, but if it's match fixed, then surely the Blues should be in the lead.
Yeah.
No? That's how it would work, wouldn't it?
Normally.
Like if it was match fixed, you'd probably not have Moana Pasifika get many points. Just because then it's like better for the Blues. Where are you from, Eric, out of curiosity? just wondering, you know? Sprit. What's sprit? Or spit? No, sprit. Sprit. Where would Sprit be? With a last name like Sprit. Kind of sounds like Sprite, which we have here. Spirit. Sounds like I'm saying that with an accent. Spirit. It's kind of Scottish. Could be Scottish. My name's Eric. Eric Sprit. You know? Our ball available for Moana Pasifika. New Zealand, says Mark. I know where you're from, Mark. A lot of pressure now.
He's got a right Kiwi name, Roberts.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's allowed to do that. They said that the ball was out. Yep. Because the ref didn't penalise him. That's how I know. Oh, diving through there. Finley Christie asking for the penalty. Doesn't end up receiving it. Probably a little bit unlucky because there was the player leaving his feet. Now, Kurt Eklund, though, over the ball. No, doesn't get it. Chris Apua now around the side. Goes off to Levi and Moore. Now, Eritara Inori. Big shot coming in on Solomoni Funaki. Ball available. Eritara Inori goes off to Michael Curry. Doesn't find the pass on the outside to Timothy Tavanawai. Now, Inori will go back to the right-hand side. I keep forgetting I can watch Super Rugby live up here, says Fleshin. You actually be ahead of me, Fleshin. So we watch it with a 30-second delay because it's on Sky Sport now. Big shot. Again, on Finley Christie. Back into the pocket. Looking for the drop kick. D'Angelo Leula. No, that's going miles to the side. Why are they doing that now? I feel like they're getting desperate and they shouldn't be. You know, they should keep doing what they were doing. It was working, wasn't it?
It was.
They're being silly. Tawa now wide, bit of a fumble, but it went behind him now. Big run here from the Tasman Makos winger. Out to the left, Chris Apoi. He's had a busy game.
Forwards have played well.
I always say your forwards are your foundation.
Yep.
Michael Curry. Tackled by Bryce Hem. Fun name. Tawa Nawai. So is that. Iritare Inery. Off to the short side again. To the right. Just phase after phase. But they shouldn't be disheartened by doing this. No. Because they're still actually slowly making meters. And also, you're making the Blues tired. Like, look how many missed tackles. Like 3 in that one. So that will slowly keep on wearing them down. And they've just got to wait for their opportunity. Here it comes. Michael Curry moves up to the 22. Inside ball. Now, Moana Pasifika, is he going to be held up? No. It's gone to ground. How long left in the match? Still another 26 minutes. Cross kick going up. High jump from Miracle. Fa'alangi just misread it. Now it's going to be a 5-meter line out here for the Blues. Our boys on the back foot here, missing tackles. Says Nate. And can be crucial in your rugby game. Oh, yeah. Just missed it, didn't he?
It looked like it came off Plummer's arm.
It was close to the finger, wasn't it? I'm really surprised now because the fact that wasn't Caleb Clark out there, I think that means even more that Fa'alangi should have got it. Yeah. And yep, in order to get go forward position, you depend on the forwards for that. Says Mark. Yeah, because that's the thing. I don't think they need to kick this one away randomly. I don't think they need to try and create any magical highlight reel moments. They just need to use those forwards, keep doing what they're doing. Like we saw that run from Michael Curry, went from 40 meters out to 22, just with one big dash. I will be going to the soccer when this match is over. He's gone there and come on, Caleb Clark, fire up. Says Blues Nate. So yeah, we are getting to the business end of this matchup. 25 minutes remaining, just a little bit of injury stoppage time, but there he is. You know him, don't you? It's Jonathan Tamatine. Ex-Hurricanes player. Okay. Yep. Currently, they've got a great player in Cam Roigard. He might be in the All Blacks.
What, the halfback?
The young Hurricanes halfback, yep. Sensational season so far.
Well, as they said, do you just take a punt on him? Why wouldn't you?
13 players for Fiji and draw. I have done it. 2 out of 2 today, says AK. So, yeah, it's a massive day for Fiji and their Fijian rugby. It's the question of whether this game makes it all of Pacific Island rugby rather than just Fiji, though. So, yeah, it's still in the balance. Bowden's looking like he's sweating a little bit in the box. He's a bit nervous. Big throw from Kurt Eklund. Nicely taken by Akira Ioane. 10 meters out from the line now, the All Blacks. Just kidding, it's the Blues. Haha. Now Zahn Sullivan with the left boot. Great kick on him. He has a very long boot when he tries. And also, I have soccer at 10:30. Hopefully that goes well for you, Connor. I remember I used to play a bit of soccer, a bit of football. I was talking about this earlier on. For some reason, I enjoy diving. I don't know whether you've noticed or not. For some reason, I just always dive. Whether it's cricket, whether it's being a goalkeeper.
Like, yeah, you were pretty good at goalie.
But the thing is, I think it's because I watched so much wrestling when I was younger.
Yeah,
so it's like
to dive off the couch.
Yeah, so I feel like I want to hit the ground in a non-cynical way, you know? Yeah. Like I feel like it also makes it look more impressive, you know? Like when I hurt my finger, I dove for that catch, didn't I? Dropped it, fingers still busted up. Nice break of the line from Caleb Clark. Last-ditch work from Jonathan Tamatine, who is still fresh. Now Finley Christie has to swing it back to the right-hand side. Ball off to Zahn Sullivan, who might just be the magic that the Blues need with the quick step. 15 meters out. It's been a great play to get to here from where they were. Big run now from Rico Ioane. Also has to make sure that he plays well late. I'm waiting for the knock on. It's either knock on or try here. I think that's one of the two options. Round the side again. Moana Pasifika keeping onside. Very close. No, he was offside there. Chris Apua, unfortunately. He's had such a good game. There's a little bit of a blunder from where's Dalton? Dalton's curving round. They're going back for the penalty. Will be Bodden Barrett or Bodden Barrett. It sounds like the Indian Bodden Barrett, doesn't it? Be back playing rugby. Or when will he? I don't think it's too long of an injury for Bodden Barrett. Should be back some stage soon. It seems the Blues to tighten up. Squeeze the opposition. Barrett needs to lead better, not good enough. He's currently not playing, unfortunately, though. So I guess he can maybe yell at them from the sideline, but yeah, he's not out there on the field at the moment. He got injured, unfortunately, before the game, so he wasn't able to play. So I guess now it's to go to that. Who is the leader out there on the field? Is it Papali'i? Currently almost helped push his teammate over the line. And he is over the line. Blues score. Who is it? Kurt Eklund gets up. Sam Derry is the try scorer. I think he scored last week as well. He's 2 at the moment. Whoa, I got like 15 notifications in a row. All from Moana Pasifika.
Yeah.
Season 3 for the tally now of tries. Congrats, Fijiana. 38 points to 30. See, Super Rugby Women's in Australia has had so many good close games, which has been fantastic. That's something we're lacking in some of, I know it's close, this one, of course, but some of the Super Rugby games just end up a bit too one-sided.
Yeah.
But it seems like in that competition, anyone can beat anyone on any given day. And who will win Wellington or the Fijian Drua? Or who won? It was the Fijian Drua, 27 points to 24. He's my favourite player. And Ben Healy, says Connor. What Bodden Barrett? Bodden Barrett's name's just fun to say, isn't it? Like the clip from the World Cup. Oh, it's Bodden Barrett. And then, yeah, go Bodden. From Justin Marshall, Mr. Impartial. That rhymes. There you go. 24 points to 22 now in favour of the Blues. But yeah, they were going, Bodden Barrett. Here comes Barrett. Bodden Barrett. Like anything you say with Bodden Barrett just sounds good. Geordie Barrett, not the same. It's got to have the bit. It's an alliteration. There you go. You know what that means?
I have no idea.
That's pretty much letters starting the same, like B and B type thing. So like Blues beat Brumbies, even though I think they lost. Brumbies beat Blues. That would be an alliteration.
Okay.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Canterbury boy Sam Derry certainly is. Mum's the All Blacks dietitian. She didn't return my DMs. Now, Bryce Heem. Christie. Going off to Kiriwani. 24 to 22. Still not safe. Now, I'm curious, Mum. They were $2.70 when they were 5 points ahead. How much do you think Moana Pasifika are paying now?
No, they're probably $5 or something.
Okay.
What did you say they were?
They were $2.70 underdogs when they were winning. I think they'll be up to $7. Oh. $7.
Oh,
This is as if I know a thing or two, isn't it?
nah.
No? No way. Pretty good. Pretty good guess. They're still in with a shot, aren't they, old Moana Pasifika? You see the nervous faces, though, of the coaches. He knows that if he doesn't get it right now, Aaron Manger, he might not have a job.
Yeah, but who else is going to coach them?
I don't know. I feel like you need someone either from outside to come in, but then the problem is you've got to have someone who's going to embrace the side and what they stand for, the culture behind it. You can't just have some random geezer from England, not offending England, anyone from England. I'm sorry for that reference. But yeah, some random guy from England or Thailand or somewhere comes and goes, boys rugby, yeah. Like you got to have the passion. You got to have the background with it too. Hi, Hamish, and Hamish's mum says selling him, and they put some waving and some flowers in there for you. You aren't great with flowers, are you?
No.
She ends up sneezing. Because can I tell the story, or you want to tell the story, or when Dad got you flowers?
Oh, you can tell us if you
So
Do you know what it was?
a little bit. So Dad got her some flowers, but she didn't like them because she was pretty much allergic to them. She kept sneezing. So then he got her, what did he get you?
Plastic.
Plastic flowers. Isn't he a nice guy?
Well, I said, I know, tell him, don't buy real flowers because they just die.
Mm.
So you got plastic ones, and I've still got them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
Mm.
Mm.
You know me, I don't throw anything away.
No, that's true. You're like me. Whole heap of random stuff lying around.
Mm.
Stuff for Africa, eh? And absolutely, you need someone who can get the best out of the players. And Hibiscus, my faves, says Selenium. But yeah, penalty this time going to Moana Pasifika. And Gatland will be looking for a job after the World Cup. Maybe he could go to Moana Pasifika. And Hibiscus are allergy free. There you go. Get yourself a hibiscus. And someone who will embrace the team culture and environment, says Mark. Kick taken, kick successful. And that'll make the score now 24 points to 25 in favour of Moana Pasifika. So now, Mum, at a guess, they were $7 underdogs.
$2.20.
I'll go $4.50 as the guess. Just so you can see that I wasn't cheating and I didn't have it already. Load it up. Unfortunately, I got to go through the menus to get there, I think. Go there. Come on. It was quicker before. Yeah, 25 points. A little bit of a difference between the sides. And by a little, I mean 1 point. That's going to be Ma'u making his way out onto the field. $3.20 underdogs now. Moana Pasifika. So we were both kind of right, halfway in the middle. We'll take it. We're buddies, aren't we?
Hey, George gave me a fist pump earlier.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Were you quite surprised? Yes. Nice kick, says Nate. 24 to 25. Yeah, it's got 24-24 on our screen, doesn't it? They are slightly wrong, but it makes it more intense for anyone who's just tuning in. They're like, whoa, 24-24.
Really?
Yeah.
Can they not add?
No, the scoreboard, automatic scoreboard, they sometimes struggle. I'm sure they'll add it at some point. Either way, it's still the same slight scenario, isn't it? How someone needs points to win. It's just a case of Moana Pasifika would win if it was full time, and this was the score. Nice spin there from Lay. And let's go Moana Pasifika, watching some coronation at the moment too. Same with my mum. She's got it down there. Looks like it's pissing down with rain in London. Lovely English weather. Big shot coming in on Finley Christie. I think the Blues are going to score here, Mumsy. Rieko Ioane back to Lay. He wasn't the player I was expecting to be back there, and that's probably why they won't score, unfortunately. Right, they're going back. Double knock on. Scrum feed for Moana Pasifika. Oh, we do enjoy a good yawn. I'm sure there'll be plenty more of them throughout the night as well. The next game that we are doing, ladies and gentlemen, will be taking place at 1:20 a.m. You heard that correctly, 1:20 a.m. Then after that, we have got a live stream at 3:50 a.m. Once again, heard that correctly. And then the last match at 6:35 a.m. We will be going to bed at 9 a.m., waking up at 2 to do some video recordings, and then going out for a nice meal for tea. Me and the boys. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
How many All Blacks play for the Blues? They have got a lot. Looking at their front row, Ofa Tuangafasi, All Black. Kiriwani, All Black. Dalton Papali'i, All Black. Clark, All Black. Tuivasa-Sheck, All Black, kind of. And Bowden Barrett, but he wasn't in the starting lineup. So in the starting side, they've probably got about 6. They've brought a couple of guys off the bench, such as Finley Christie, who's also an All Black. Rieko Ioane, who's an All Black. They got plenty. Throughout the Blues, have it in the bag, says Connor there. Oh, they've taken Moana Pasifika's points off them there. Now it's 24-22.
They've got to probably take them off and then add them back on.
Demand from D'Angelo Leula. Great kick. And is the coronation good so far? I feel
Not
like
a lot's happening. They're just
be a
going
lot of
into
chatting,
church
wouldn't
and
there?
that, yeah.
A lot of jibber jabber.
Yeah, and
Like a match preview.
pre-recorded interviews and shit.
Of course, the Rebels play the Brumbies on Sunday, but you guys will have to forgive me. So I don't think we'll be doing that game, as I might be out for a meal. And yes, not bad. More guests arriving. Says Selenium. That's a big kick. That's a huge kick. That's going to keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, it pulls up just inside. And now AJ Lamb has a decision to make. He decides to kick that one downfield into touch. Or not. No, the ball just doesn't want to go out now. Tava Nawai slings it across. Look at the score. Come on, the Blues. You're not bad. Also now back across to Levi and Moore. And also the Royal family on their way. It's about to rain, says Selenium. Back in behind, Christian Liliafano. Nice wide cutout pass to Tava Nawai. 1 point. That's the difference. Tamatene, a lot of pressure on him in the breakdown. If Moana Pasifika win a penalty advantage, what do you do? Do you go for the 3 to make it outside of a 3-pointer? I think you would, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Big tackle there from a Kiriwani. And Miracle Whangalai. Whaialangi. I believe Miracles. Hot chocolate band. Says Nate. Is the king that yet? Or is the king there yet? I'm sure he's probably lurking about somewhere, unless he's had a sleep in. Which is probably fair enough. It's a big day. You want to be well rested, don't you? Just chill out watching some bloody Netflix.
Mhm.
Do you think the royal family have to pay for Netflix? You don't think so?
Probably not.
What do they do? Did Netflix like message them and say like, "Hey, we know you're the royal family, so like here's some free trials." Nice offload from Moana Pasifika. Dalton Papali'i, rare mistake from him actually dropping the ball there. Went forward. I like him. And I made him back. Says XR34, welcome in. And it's still 24 to 25. It certainly is. Although now Finianisi for the corner scores it. He's only recently made his way onto the field. We got high fives all around in the coaching box. And my mum's a bit excited. Have you got a favourite in this game, Mum?
No.
No?
I always like seeing the underdog win. They haven't won yet, but going a long way towards it.
Nate Kiwilad's mum looks like she likes the band Hot Chocolate. Have you heard the band Hot Chocolate?
Yeah.
I do? Do you actually know who they are?
Yeah. Bald guy. Lead singer.
Bloody hell. Says Leshan. King Charles, a Chiefs fan. This might be the game of the weekend. Says Noma. Although the Fiji Hurricanes game was pretty up there. That'll be a hard one to beat, but this game certainly, for me, is a close second. At the moment, although depending on how it ends, of course, if we have like a last-minute drop kick or something, it might get promoted. So, Mum, now that we know the information we know, you think they come in as favourites here now?
Yeah.
Surely they're going to be close, don't they? They're worth $3.20 underdogs. Now they sit as $1.57 favourites.
Wow.
Over the Blues.
$7.
And the kick is unsuccessful. So the Blues being $3.20 underdogs seems quite generous, though. Because, like, if they score once and convert, they're back in it, aren't they? So it's a tough question. And the king is still getting dressed in his flowing robes. And it's so old-fashioned but interesting to watch. And Moana making history tonight. And King Charles is a Brumbies fan. He seems to like horses, says Grant. It looks like the North will take the Rugby World Cup, says Choke the Woke. Memory lanes in there as well. Yeah, the Blues will be pissed off, I would think. That's going to be another advantage against them. Currently, Moana Pasifika have all momentum.
The Blues can't get the ball.
The run from Levi Moore almost through. And you're right, the possession stat has been heavily in favour of Moana Pasifika. The Blues, they've tried hard in the breakdown. They just haven't got it. It's just not sticking.
And
Is it?
Moana Pacific have held on to the ball. Not dropped it. They haven't given it away.
I'm glad they gave up those little stupid grubber kicks and whatnot that they were trying after they got in the lead, though. Oh, that's a loose ball. They give it up off, and then Cristiano drops it. There'll be a double knock-on going back now for the scrum. Interesting. The Blues are actually $1.72 favourites at the moment.
Wow.
So Moana Pasifika are still behind, which makes me think something happens at the scrum.
Yeah. I'm just thinking that.
It's a bit ahead, isn't it? Now 9 minutes remaining. Are you feeling nervous?
No.
No? Chilled out. Chilled as a cucumber.
Well, it doesn't worry me which team wins. I hope Moana Pacific do, though.
Do you keep your cucumbers in the fridge?
Yeah.
Cool as a cucumber then. What do people... Tomato sauce. People keep that in the fridge, don't they?
Some people do, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, yes or no, tomato sauce is in your fridge rather than in your cupboard? Let me know. I'm curious. That is a big push. And they got the advantage as well now, the Blues. Be able to go on, have a bit of a crack out wide. Zahn, Sullivan wrestled down. Oh, so they're not doing the basics right. Says Mark there. On the table. Okay, on the table. Understandable. Ready to access. Straight onto that Big Ben pie, eh? Yes, I fridge. Says Scott. No, it's in the cupboard. Tomato sauce does not need to be in the fridge, says Derek. It actually seems to split opinions, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's similar to pineapple on pizza.
Mm.
How it seems to be a little bit combined. Yes, fridge, don't like warm sauce. Although the stuff that you're putting in the sauce is warm, in fact, hot. So how do you tell that it's like cold? Or like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like if you put it in the sauce for long enough, it's going to be hot anyway. Tomato sauce, once open, should be kept in the fridge. Huh. There you bloody go. I'm learning so much. Hey? Any sport?
I better not come home after our holiday and find the bloody tomato sauce in the fridge.
Mm. Butter. Some people, okay, we've finished that one. We've had a discussion, quite split. Next one, butter. In the fridge or on the bench or in a cupboard or something?
No, butter's always in the fridge.
I don't think so. I think some people have butter left out so that it's soft.
Oh.
No, don't be like that. They do.
What, all the time?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
I think so. I think people keep butter at room temperature.
Really?
I think so. Is that a thing that people do, ladies and gentlemen? I swear I've heard someone say about that. That's another good tackle made. Moana Pasifika now around the side. Akiriwani with the spin and the drive at the line. Penalty for Moana Pasifika. Butter in the fridge. And also because the cupboard gets too warm. And
Yeah.
fridge, we don't use butter that much. I think it's more of a northern or American thing, I think. Put your butter on the bench, but who knows what's in their butter. And also in the fridge. Yeah, I think a lot of people are butter boys, aren't they? Get the butter in the fridge. Nice and cool. What else is something you can do a bit of a split for? He's fired up, isn't he? Apples in the fridge. Butter turns into oil. I've kept out where I am. Yeah, so maybe it's in colder locations that you don't really need the fridge for your butter.
Yeah, but a lot of colder locations actually have central heating.
Defo in the butter dish on the bench in the UK, says Scott. See? So it's
okay.
maybe because it's a bit colder at times in the UK, that's where you shove it. Or not where you shove it, where you put it. Fridge in the summer, says Session. Okay. So winter you can keep it out on the bench. Summer you got to put it in the fridge or else it gets a bit melted. I do enjoy soft butter though. Now off to the right, definitely had a breakfast buffet. Moana Pasifika trying to hang on to this ball. It's going to be very tricky for them. And they had to kick it away. They were a little bit too deep inside of their own territory, but now the Blues chance to run the ball back. Zahn Sullivan trying to get through. Here he comes. Oh, that was a bit of head on head, I think. On some reason, because if you leave it out on that hot day, it will get too soft. Spreadable butter, says Flesh. And yeah, that stuff is great. That's scientifically brilliant, isn't it? Spreadable butter. Nice. Short ball. It's like whipped cream in a can. I have no idea how that works when you're like, and it goes like, how does that work? That's a penalty to the Blues.
That was unlucky because I thought that guy had every right to that.
We don't have long left in the match. Very true. Currently only 5 minutes remaining. I'm looking at the odds to my side and they just keep on going up, down, up, down, up, down. We don't have long left. Oh, no, I read that one. What is that noise? The jug.
Maybe.
Cup of tea. Cup of tea. Watch the coronation. Yeah, so good. 4 minutes remaining. Nice to see your mum after a long time on Kiwi Lads. Yeah, she's been hiding. We've seen her, although she was on the live stream last week, she was behind us on the couch, chilling, and fire up the Blues in the corner. Now they've got the chance. 5 meters out from the line now, the Blues. This rolling maul's looking very good. This is looking sensational. It's an advantage. Oh, this could be a penalty try coming up if they're not careful. And those missed conversions, says Derek. Yeah, they could be costing the Blues here, depending on how this ends up going. Trying to kick that one away. Mirko Finianisi was the name I was after. Right, penalty goes the way of the Blues. Luckily for Moana Pasifika, they haven't given away too many penalties up till this point, so they shouldn't end up with a yellow card. Push, says Nate. Oh, you got a yellow card. Solomoni Funaki. All right, I was wrong. Must have decided it was quite cynical. Why do I get a feeling? I feel like the Blues are going to score in the last moment, kick the conversion, and beat Moana Pasifika. Do you get that feeling? I just got.
I do.
Where's George gone? He's at home playing Farming Simulator. He was here for the last live stream, though, which was good fun. Right, Auckland. Going forward. That's great work from Moana Pasifika. You can see how much they want to win this game. They are defending with everything they've got at this current point in time. But over the ball, is he? He's close. No. Ball pops out the back. 3 minutes remaining now. Don't be afraid to click the like button. You heard him. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe close to the line again. I believe that's another advantage in favor of the Blues. Round the side. Flattened out. Where's Dalton? Dalton's going to score it if he's out there. I think Anton Segner might be on the field, though. For Dalton Papali'i. They're just short again. Trying to push him over the line. There's Big Red Tom Robinson doing everything he can. They're going back for the penalty. I don't understand why the Blues didn't just shift that wide. You've got Clark out on the wing. You've got Rico in the midfield. Use them. You know?
Greedy,
they did. The forwards thought, oh, we're going to steal the thunder of this one. Right, you've already had a man sent to the bin. I'll send another one off if you do it again, all right? Is what the referees just said. Okay, Christian Leliafano just saying, can I have a moment to talk to my team, please? To which he just goes back to where he was. Right, Dalton's still out there. I feel like Dalton's going to kill the dreams of Moana Pasifika.
Yeah.
You feel it coming?
Intercept try Moana Pacific.
Oh, you think they're going to go the full length of the field. And that would push the Blues outside of a bonus point for being within 7. What is that dress that lady's wearing, Mum?
Not sure.
Old mate looks like she's a flower, but like not a small flower, like a massive.
She'll be an opera singer.
Yeah, it's a big. I like the color though. And it's a good game so far. It certainly is. Come on, Moana Pasifika says aimbot. Right. The draw is off the table. Someone's walking away from this game with a win. The Blues. 5 meters scrum. Pushing hard here. It's rolled around. Referee says we need to do that again. Just to build suspense. Kiriwani. Grass on the face. Doesn't care. Very puffed at the moment, though.
He's had a big game.
Yes, he's actually played well, which is surprising.
Why?
Well, he's been a bit rough. You know, since coming back from injury, a lot of players have that, don't they?
Yeah, take a bit to get back into it, don't they?
The Blues have it. Season of mum there. I don't know. The Blues have it. Defend Moana Pasifika. I think Moana Pasifika are going to somehow stop this and win a penalty. That's my prediction. That's a big push. The Blues have got the advantage, though. Now going for the corner, perhaps. Now, this is where the Blues need to think very strategically about where they try and score the try. That's going to be another offside penalty against Moana Pasifika. 45 seconds remaining, Mumsy. This is going to be a heartbreak for one of these sides. And I have a feeling I know which side's going to be heartbroken, unfortunately, and it ain't the Blues. 30 seconds remaining. The TAB have closed all betting on this matchup.
Wow.
They've said, nope, no one's getting that late money. And it's probably fair enough because the Blues were $7.50 favor or underdogs being this close to the line. So 15 seconds left. They don't really want to risk that, do they? So it sits as follows. 5 meters out from the line, Moana Pasifika have to try and defend with 4 seconds remaining. Finley Christie feeds the ball into the scrum. Blues looking for a big push to get the advantage. They go off the back with Cameron Suafua tied up low. And Moana Pasifika, they have to be careful not to commit too many players into these breakdowns. They might leave gaps afterwards. They have to get back just a little bit more behind the hindmost foot. Now another tackle, 3 meters out from the line. The Blues trying to secure this game right at the depth. The ball bounces out the side. Picked up well, though, by Dalton Papali'i. There's so many players all right next to the breakdown. The referee trying to instruct Moana Pasifika to stay on side, which their discipline lets them down. Double blow of the whistle. Another yellow card. Come on, Moana. The only thing that stops Moana Pasifika from losing this game is... well, the only thing that makes them win pretty much is going to be the Blues dropping the ball.
Yeah.
Because currently they are playing 15 on 13. Are you watching on TV or PC monitor? PC monitor. This one. Aaron Manger, he is very nervous. The thing is, the Blues, if they score, do they give the kick to Harry Plummer, who is not having the best game kicking-wise? They have to go left here, though, don't they? After the scrum, you head off to the left. You've got the numbers there. It just seems to be we're going to wait for the demise, unfortunately, which is sad because this is a game that Moana Pasifika definitely deserved to win. That's not saying that the Blues played absolutely terribly. 15 penalties against them, though, is a number that they'll certainly want to soon forget. Big push there from the Blues. Is it advantage? It's a penalty try to end the match. Heartbreak. They're not even going to have to take the conversion. The Blues will win this one on a technicality. Aaron Manger's face says it all. And it looks like there's going to be a bit of push and shove here. I think that's Abraham Polly getting in the face. Yeah, there's all kicking off at the moment. There's a bit of bad blood out there, as there would be with this being the way that it finishes. And I was like,
probably see that.
Moana Pasifika. Just pull the fingers out of our viewers.
No, just read that.
Not yet, Connor. Come on. Says Raging Death. So, yeah. The ball went in. Moana were on the back foot at scrum time. I'll be honest, I don't equate that to a penalty try.
No.
Even if the side has been penalised multiple times for scrum,
why,
they were still about 4 meters out from the line. Someone still has to run that one in. So I feel like that's a pretty rough way for it to end.
Yeah.
Just because of how far away they were. No way, refs. They should have played it out, man, says Nate. Yeah, it was too far away for a penalty try. If they had stayed on their feet and continued rolling, I would understand it. But yeah, rough for Moana Pasifika after playing so well.
Yeah, they didn't deserve to lose that in that last minute. Anyway.
And unfortunately for them, they walk away from this game. Well, they get 1 point, but it's still not the result that I think we could have seen here. And also, we have got controversy game. Spot on, Hamish. Good call, boss. Says Nathan. Thank you, Mum and Hamish. Great night chilling with you. Cheers. Says Mark. Yeah, it's been good to have you guys all here. It's been an exciting game, even with how it ended. With the fact that the Blues did win by a penalty try in a penalty try-less scenario, I would say. But into the game, that is the last game of Super Rugby Pacific we are covering of the weekend. There is a game taking place tomorrow, Rebels versus Brumbies, but we won't be covering that one. I, myself, am going to be covering 3 games of the URC tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the first of which starting in 4.5 hours' time between the Bulls and the Stormers. So be sure to stay tuned for that. After that one, it will be Leinster versus the Sharks, and then followed by the Glasgow versus Munster. The score is 31-30. It certainly is. I do not control the scoreboard, though. My hands are here. I can't change it, unfortunately. And it was lost. But even if the Blues lost, it would have been happy, or I would have been happy for Moana. Thanks for the commentary, guys, and let's go. Says Billy Mutha. So I will see you later for the Munster match. See you later, Connor. And Oz, you got to feel for Moana there. You do. Like, that's not a way that any side wants or deserves to lose in. Like, that fashion of If it was 1 meter away and it was called a penalty try, I would understand. They're still talking about it, the players.
Yeah.
They're trying to work it out, going, how is it a penalty try if they were still 4 meters out from the line and the ball was at the back of their scrum? Dalton, I mean, they'll be happy enough. They get the win, but it just feels tainted, doesn't it? Yeah. Thank you, lads. Mum and Hamish. And I was awake. Blues won. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Bella. Oh no, he's seen our scoreboard that hasn't updated yet and got all
No.
excited. The Blues did end up winning this one, 31 points to 30. For some reason, the scoreboard is stuck on 29. But yeah, unfortunately, Moana Pasifika, they fought their hearts out in this game. Just narrowly ended up missing out. Thank you, lads, Mum. And cheers, everyone. Unlucky and very nervous for you, lads, Mum. Favorite team versus the Bulls, says Grant. Tell you what,
Keep trying.
if, and there's the if the Stormers beat the Bulls, me and Mum next week will play Rugby Challenge 4 as the Stormers up against Connacht. That's who they're going to be playing. There we go. It has now updated. How about that? Sound good, Grant? If
Have you seen me play?
yeah, so we're gonna have to play well.
I get very annoyed.
So yeah, we will do that, Grant, for you, since it's her favourite team as well. It only seems right. Cheers, everyone. Unlucky again. Moana Pasifika up the Stormers. Great stuff, says Grant there as well. But nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Like I mentioned, back again tonight for 3 more games of the URC. Any closing words of wisdom that you'd like to embark on the people, Mumsy? We'll give you that. Any inspirational words to close us out?
Go the Chiefs.
There you go. We will see you all for the next one.